For sure. Next to a team riding high at the top end of the table, Aberdeen. They were up against rock-bottom Hearts at Pittodrie. Things looking increasingly bleak for Gary Locke's side as they started the day on a less than inspiring -7 points. 8 league games without a win. Their last victory had been against Aberdeen at Tynecastle back in August. Commentary comes from Rob McLean.
Skipper Russell Anderson returning to the Aberdeen defence. Mr Adaptable Ryan Jack switching to a holding midfield role alongside Willow Flood. Hearts manager Gary Locke can't make too many changes. This is the team that reached the League Cup semi-finals, then lost at home to St Johnstone. Kevin McCarthy on the attack. In for Patterson. Flicked on for Stevenson. And stretching out a right leg to make the save, Jamie Langfield for Aberdeen. Barry Robson's corner kick. There's Niall McGinn! Aberdeen ahead midway through the first half. Hearts didn't deal with the corner. Hector got a touch and it dropped very invitingly from McGinn. Jamie Hamill with the shot. Barry Robson blocked it, and he's going to get a yellow card for encroaching. Disputes it, but he did take a couple of steps forward. Robson, Flood's replacement, slides it through for Pollitt. Skipping away from Danny Wilson's challenge, and then firing the ball across goal. That was close. In from Robson. Up goes Zola. Considine, shot blocked. Hector off the line by Dylan McGowan. Screams for a penalty from Aberdeen. Took a deflection and reared up in the direction of McGowan on the goal line, appearing to strike him on the face. Barry Robson, prominent for Aberdeen. Pollitt trying to drive through, keeps it alive for Niall McGinn. Real pressure on the Hearts goal. That came off Jordan McGee, and that's a penalty. And that surely struck the back of McGee. Ian Browns couldn't have had a better view. It's Niall McGinn, saved by McDonald. Really good goalkeeping. And maybe justice done. Michael Hector's throw. Hearts looking to break with Jamie Walker. Jason Holt bundled over by Robson, and there's going to be trouble. It's going to be a second yellow card for the midfielder. He looks aghast, but he will have to take the long walk, and Aberdeen are reduced to 10 men. In from Danny Wilson. There's David Smith with the hook shot. And it's touched over by Jamie Langfield. Good effort from Smith. McGinn's touch. Johnny Hayes fires it in. Scott Vernon. Almost making an impact off the bench, Vernon. A neat touch. And a neat save as well from Jamie McDonald. Danny Wilson is the target, his header down. Jamie Walker is round, Jamie Langfield, and it's 1-1 at Pittodrie. No one reacted quicker here than Walker. McCarthy flicks it for Walker. He's round Hector. Jamie Walker turns it back, and Callum Patterson scores. And they have turned this game completely around, have Young Hearts. Patterson scores, and it's 2-1 at Pittodrie. Lovely pass. And Walker can set up Patterson. Big chance to seal the points. And he just couldn't stretch far enough. In from Niall McGinn, and a powerful header clear. And now Hearts on the counter. Jamie Langfield, who was up for the corner, has to sprint back. Hayes holds them up, but here come Hearts again. And it's Ryan Stevenson with a blockbuster to finish things off at Pittodrie. And the comeback is complete. And Hearts have beaten 10-man Aberdeen. It's 3-1.
I thought it was a fantastic performance, especially second half. Obviously the sending off changed the game a little bit, but I felt every time we went forward we looked dangerous. And we had a little inquest on Monday morning last week because we weren't happy with the second half performance, but the players responded fantastically today.
For me, the handball on the line from McGowan, the boys get 5 or 6 yards before the ball kind of flies up at him. Whether it's hard for him to get his arm out of the way or not, he's half a yard from the goal line. That has denied us a goal, and it should have been a red card and a penalty kick. There are no doubts about that. I've watched it again, and it was a key moment in the game.
Well, there were a series of penalty incidents during this match. Stephen Thompson and Stuart Lovell will be the jury. Let's have a look at this straight away. Run the VT. Let's have a look at this first one. This actually didn't make the actual edit. Jamie Hamill on Peter Pollitt.
For me, no. I think he kicks the back of Hamill's leg here. He's trying to kick the ball, but kicks the back of the leg, and I don't think that's a penalty, no. OK, this was the Dylan McGowan handball coming up. Stuart?
Well, look how many Aberdeen players appeal for it. They're, straight away, every single one of them, they throw their arms up because they all see the same thing, which is that his arm goes up, maybe to protect his face, I'm not sure, but I think Derek McInnes is right. That does look like a handball and a red card.
Then this one was
This was strange because it hits, I think it's McGee's back.
Not convinced, Stephen?
Well, no, but you've got to look at the referee's positioning. How he's
Very
given
close.
that, whether he's been influenced by the two that he hadn't given previous to that. It's not the best penalty for
Referees don't do that, do they?
No, they don't. It's a good save from McDonald. But yeah, you can see why Derek McInnes would be disappointed with the second one.
Well, Derek McInnes was also full of praise, I think, for the Aberdeen performance. Said that, especially in the first half, they played really comfortably and very well. And obviously, they went down to 10 men. The Barry Robson sending off. Pivotal in this match, would you say, Stuart?
Absolutely, no question. I don't think Barry can have any complaints with this because there's a set rule that the referees are told that if a player encroaches, and don't forget it's direct, so he's not allowed to come within 10 yards. That's a nailed-on yellow.
Yep.
I think this one, I have a lot of sympathy for Barry. He's actually trying to check his stride and let the guy go. And I know that the refs are told to book players for when a player has impeded someone for a promising attacking move. But you've got an Aberdeen player here right in front of him who's going to maybe...
He's trying to get out of the way almost, Barry.
I don't see that as a yellow card. I think that's very harsh.
Do you think that was necessary for Hearts to come back in this match, Stephen? Which they did in fine fashion, it has to be said, but they obviously
have to be
had a man
credited
advantage.
for the way they came back into the match, definitely. But I think Aberdeen really dominated the first half, and obviously the sending off's a pivotal moment. Wonderful touch there from Walker, and a lovely finish, and he had an excellent match in the second half, setting up this goal as well. A massive 3 points for Hearts, and whether you're down to 10 men or not, you've still got to go and score the goals, and Aberdeen defensively are magnificent, so you have to credit. I mean, what a finish that is. He's getting too used to scoring these kind of goals now, but you have to give them a lot of credit, Hearts.
It was great from Hearts, but they're going to need many more results and performances like that, Stuart, if they're to stand any chance of escaping relegation.
Yeah, they've had some good results of late, this win, of course, and the cup win at Easter Road, but still a monumental task on their hands. I think they had a great start, 7 points from the first 4 games, and then not many since, so still a lot to turn things around, I think.